Buenos dias, Gunners Collective TV. Back at it. You already know. Like a torta with some bad habits. Bye up, bye up, bye up. Let's get to the intro. Welcome back to the channel, and if you haven't already hit that like and subscribe button, make sure you go ahead and do that. Put your notification bell on all so that way you're directing the direction of the dope content that the gun stays speaking on. And I highly appreciate all the support. This is crazy. The end has come, literally the end, right? Big Little Toro or Little Big Toro, whatever you like to call him, the J-Cat Surteno, Sur Gang. I like to call him the Surteno because one day he's with the Southern cause, the next day he's with the Northern cause. And the cool part about it is the only cause he needs to be with is medication. Okay, he needs to get back on his shit and he needs to get right. Now, I seen he did one thing, and I don't know if I influenced it or just the powers that may be, the fucking god of Zeus, the Aztec god of son of Zeus did it, right? But this man decided to let the Mongolian go, and now he's going back to the Kingdom Hall, right? I never knew he was Jehovah's Witness to begin with. But hey, if he witnessed Jehovah, which allegedly, according to him, he's witnessed Zeus, Odin, Jehovah, everybody, right? I'm not making fun of no religion, man. I'm just saying this guy is all over the place. Now, he's been in the news, right? A lot of people on the streets have been talking about Little Big Toro because that man has been worldwide. He's international. He's like Joe Blow. He's going international, right? That dude was interviewing Japanese women. That fool was in Hawaii. That fool pulled up to Los Angeles. That fool was all over the Tenderloin district. That motherfucker, sometimes you can catch him claiming Vacaville and Vacaville. Sometimes you can catch him claiming Delano and Delano. Now, all of a sudden, he's from Frisco or Daly City. I mean, I don't know where this man is from, but I know where he said he's been in the past, right? And that's everywhere. Now, he's all on people's mind frames because the end has come. You know, his demise has demised. It is now no longer feasible to say that he is involved in any type of gang action or gang business because a video surfaced of this man being approached by some San Francisco goons. That's right. I said it right. Allegedly, some San Francisco goons caught him slipping at some chick's pad, and they rushed up in there and called him all types of chomos and all types of rats and all types of whatever they called them, right? And that man stood up to them like the power of the Aztec warrior, right? And he called the cops. Straight up, that man said, I will call the police. Then he doubled down, went and did a video talking about he is a civilian. He's not getting along with any gang members, and he don't care. He'll get anybody locked up. Well, I could have told you that. I could have told you that. Do you guys recall when he was making videos about me saying, man, when are we going to let this degenerate talk shit, man? This is active this and active that. Yeah, you right. You right. I told you guys he will actively call the police, right? And that's exactly what he did. These guys are trying to harm me, right? He was tripping. Now, is it a sad situation? It's very sad. And I'm making light of it, but it is very sad. This man is a danger to himself and every situation going on around him. I'm just happy that I could say he finally cut that damn Mongolian off. I would like to think I influenced that, right? Because he was running around with the French braided up Mongolian all puffed out, looking stupid as hell. Okay? Scaring children, scaring civilians, real civilians, scaring people that are out there that have nothing to do with this guy. Imagine a crazy man screaming at his phone walking past you. Like you either think his old lady should leave him or, you know what I'm saying, that guy got issues. It's not that his old lady should leave him. She already did for his primo. It's that he got issues, right? That's the truth. The truth is, man, I don't even understand how this man is running around his grandfather. I seen a video he did with his grandfather. Don't even know if he just ran up in some old man's house and said that was his grandfather. And the dude was just like, okay, sure enough. He was like, who are you talking to? Right? Yeah. Yeah. Who the fuck is he talking to? His screaming, his disrespect has all caught up to him. And that's why them goons ran up on him. They wanted to let him know, like, hey, bro, you're not going to be over here talking all that high power weird shit. We're going to let you know what it is. He said, oh, was that right? You want that smoke? Right? Where was that, all that ill will and that smoke when he socked that kid at that motel room from behind, right? Where was all that super gangster at? Where was all that Aztec warrior son of Zeus at? You know what I mean? Ishpolme. Where was all that? Let me tell you where it was at. It wasn't nowhere to be found in that apartment. You know what was found in that apartment? A phone. And he grabbed that motherfucker immediately and went to calling cops on people. Like I said, right? This is the type of individual, when you put out that type of pressure, when you put out that type of vibe, when you put out that type of energy, it's going to end up coming back to you. Now, I will say this. He is a JCAT, certified, rectified, and verified, right? And one thing I can say about him, I can say a lot of things about him, but one thing I will say is he is a fool in a foolish land, right? You do not want to play with someone like that, because in his mind, in his own mind, in his own land, he's in his own land. He's in La La Land, and I ain't talking about LA, right? He's in his own mind, and one day he will wake up and he's God's plan. God's plan. He's saved. He's a saved man. The next day, he's trying to save a bitch. The next day, right, he's trying to unsave people and unalive people. He's just a nut. I was around him. I seen it. It's not due to drugs. He's not a Scante warrior, okay? I could at least say that about him. He might have some bad charges and be all kinds of other things, but a Scante warrior, he is not. What he is a Viking warrior, right? That vato is a fucking straight up JCat warrior, okay? And he poses a threat to the safety and security of the community. You know, someone like that, and I'm going to tell you guys right now, anyone who's ever been in prison or been around JCat certified, real ones, 5150s will tell you they got super strength. They are willing to go all out, and it's hard to take them down because they don't know better. They don't know when enough is fucking enough, right? And so, you know, I see this dude and I feel bad. I actually, in my heart of hearts, I feel like, damn, man, this dude could have been saved if he just stood on his meds, if he just stood with his lady and worked on himself, if he stood with his children, because I know that man loves his children. You know, I know he does. If he would have did all the right things, then the wrong thing wouldn't have happened to him. He wouldn't be out there at the end. Although we've gone to the end. He's at the end of the road like a Boyz II Men song for reals. That dude is at the end of your railroad tracks coming to a theater near you. And I'm here to tell you guys right now, you never know what Little Thor you're going to get. Okay? One thing I've been seeing lately is he's been shedding a tear. He's been down on bended knees. He has been bent and broke. Okay? He's a broken man. And it's so sad to see someone's demise like this, but the facts are that the truth was already out there. Everyone knew, except him. He never looked at the man, I'm gonna make a change. He never made a change. For once in his life, it's gonna feel real good. I'm gonna cut off the Mongol. I'm gonna do it right. At least his haircut looks better than Milk's did when he got his shit cut off. He didn't have all those lines in his shit. Now, I'll say this, though. Little Toro, man, needs help. He needs a hug. He needs a Care Bear. Hey, it's Christmas time. Any of you guys, if you go to your local Target, they got the Hello Kitty fucking stuffy on sale. Go ahead and get that and shoot him one. Hey, I'll match you. You know what I'm saying? You get him the Hello Kitty stuffy to hug on. I get him the SpongeBob fucking the one that has what's his name? The homeboy. I won't get him the actual SpongeBob. It's too expensive. But I'll get him his homeboy, the starfish. Right? I got him. That dude needs to hug on a stuffy and get back on what he needs to get back on, and stay away from the phone. Someone please take that man's phone away. You know, please, because he's come to the end. You know, we don't know if he's a sureño, a norteño, a brauteño, a suteño, a fucking jalapeno. We don't know if he likes jalapenos. Like, at this point, we don't know. And the unfortunate part about it is he could have been saved. You know, he's getting into his religious self now. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's funny, though, because he'll talk all that high-powered shit about Norte and Sud and disrespect them, and then he'll fall down on. Then he'll go pray. He's praying on it, right? Look, I'd rather have him praying on it than praying on 14-year-olds. That's a fact, right? So I will say this, because he's got priors for both. We need that dude right here to stay the hell off the internet, because he's only making himself and Northern California look worse. Okay, that's all he's doing. He's disrespecting people that don't have it coming. He's disrespecting his family that doesn't have it coming. And he's definitely disrespecting the brown people and himself. Okay, now he's at the end. Now people are talking about him because he got ran up on. Of course he's going to get ran up on. If you keep talking shit about people, you keep letting people know where you're at, guess what? Someone's going to pull up and pull out. Show up and show out. And they did. And I never expected Little Thor to do what he did. See, I expected him to slug it out with the best of them. You know, that dude talking about he wanted to fuck me up, and I want to fuck Gunner up, and I'll fuck everyone up, and I'm a Surteno, right? And I expected all that, but instead, that vato grabbed this right here. He grabbed it, not this one in particular because he can't afford this one, but he grabbed something similar to this. Only you have to do this, right? He grabbed one of those, and that vato called the police quicker. Hey, they look, and I've never seen police get there that quick. Shit, if I call those motherfuckers, it takes them an hour to come, right? That motherfucker had them on speed dializations, and he called them, and he said, "Help! There's motherfucking goons here. There's knuckle draggers." You see, I said it, Adam. There's knuckle draggers here. They're trying to get me. And let me tell you right now, man, them motherfuckers came immediately, expediently, right? The fact of the matter is that little Toro definitely needs help, hug, abrazos, all that. He needs someone to stand by his side and to help him. I hope his grandfather, if that truly is his grandfather, not just some old man he found in the phone book, I truly hope that that man knows enough to help his grandson because he's definitely in need. You know, and it's a sad thing. Having once called this guy my friend, having once called this guy, respecting him, respecting his music, respecting his get down, when a lot of things were said about Little Thor in the past before I seen paperwork and all that, man, I was like, I don't want to believe that shit because he doesn't have them type of characteristics. Well, lo and behold, 2025 came and wow, que gacho, right? Now I'm like, fuck, this man right here is hilarious. He's hilarious because we're getting to see his demise happening in HD. And it's a sad situation. It's hilarious. The road that he's taking is hilarious, but the situation is not. Look, let me not be funny and be real. This man needs help, and I hope he gets the help that he deserves and needs because he has mental issues. Okay, it's way past drugs. It's way past poison. It's way past being injected by aliens. Toro, right? What it is you're off your shit. You're off your rocker. You need help. Why don't you go, instead of going to Hawaii and scaring people, instead of going to the Tenderloin district trying to get tenderloined, instead of going to the Castro district and standing right by that fucking house that's pink with all those flags, instead of all that, why don't you go to Napa, bro, and check yourself in and get some help, buddy? Because that's what you need, bro. Because you're out there in the streets looking real foolish, talking about I'll call the cops on anyone. That's not real Norteño-ish. That's not Sureño-ish. That ain't raza-ish, period. What that is a man that, he plays this J-Cat role and he goes crazy. And I'm not saying he's playing the J-Cat role, but he knows how to play on it, right? And then as soon as a push comes to shove, man, he pushed right into a room, shoved his motherfucking hand in his pocket, pulled out a phone, pushed right there, shoved it in his ear, and shoved the words out of his mouth to say, help! Man, it's crazy, right? Oh, Gunner, you're the last one that should be talking, man. Nah. Hold up. Wait, right? Let me tell you guys something right now. This dude right here is hilarious to the point of no return. I truly hope he found religion. Maybe that's what's going to help him. Jesus never leaves you. He's always with you, right? But I hate when people ask for help. You got people that, they want people to pray for them and they want Jesus and they want all that. But they'll sit there and talk shit about people and clown and hate and do all that. And then when something bad happens to them or something bad's happening to a member of their family or something like that, then they need God all of a sudden. Where was God at when you were slamming heroin? Where was God at when you're J-catting on old ladies? See, where's God at when all that's happening? He's right there, but you don't seek his guidance nor his advice. Only when you feel you need him, when it ain't going your way, when there's 3 or 4 goons posted up right there on the front porch wanting to do something extracurricular to you. Then the particulars are, I need Jesus, right? Yeah, of course. I know. Jesus has always been there, buddy. You seek him when you don't need him. You give him praise just to give him praise, man. You don't do it because you need to get out of a tricky situation that your big fucking stupid mouth put you in. And that's just real. Okay, it's crazy out here on these YouTube streets, right? The YouTube yada or whatever, right? You got this motherfucker Toro running around like a J-Cat. We can't even keep him under control. This motherfucker's all over the place. Like I said, this motherfucker swears up and down he went to Japan just because he interviewed a Japanese woman that couldn't speak English and didn't know what the fuck he was doing with that funny-ass haircut. I'm telling you guys right now, the fact of the matter is I seen that video and I felt bad for him because I was like, man, they finally got him. This is truly the end. They're going to do something bad to him. And the time is coming. The time is coming for anyone that talks that shit, man. You got to be fully prepared and aware and know that, anything you say and do will be held against you, right? You need to understand that when you're out there talking shit about certain cities and disrespecting people, like, man, it's going to catch up to you, bro. It always does. We live in a very small world covered by a dome. I'm not saying it's a flat earth. I'm just saying, right? Now, what I will say is this, I get that from Toro. That's all him. He believes in that shit. He also believes that black people are wearing some type of skin on them, man. And I don't even want to say. He told me firsthand, man. It was at that point I said, "All right, hasta la vista, homie." Right, and I got on. Used to be my homie. Now he acts like he don't know me. I know Toro. And I can tell you it's not an act he's putting on. He's not doing it for views. He knows about the views. He's smart enough to understand that being crazy will get you crazy numbers. But what he understands more is that he's been through some shit and he doesn't know how to overcome that without the assistance of me and you and God himself, right? And even the fucking son of Zeus. He needs Zeus in his life. I don't know if Zeus would do it for you, but if Zeus does that, hey, I need Zeus. Sounds good. Where you at, Zeus? Right? I'm not the son of Zeus, but if he's handing out shit like that, I'm going to go ahead and need that. You separate mine from yours. Hey, must be nice. Can I hold something? You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. This dude is definitely changing the game right now because of the things he's saying and doing. And unfortunately, man, the game can't change that fast, right? And bad things will happen to him and bad things will happen to people around him. I truly hope he doesn't get his grandfather or his son or his family caught up behind the things that he said, man. It's stupid. And I truly hope, man, that his life-changing experience lasts longer than 24 hours because this dude has been on a fucking roller coaster ride for the last month. Okay, he's crying one minute, he's disrespecting and spitting and gritting his teeth and pinching his nose. And I know his ass cheeks are clenched like a motherfucker. You couldn't fit a motherfucking wheeler up that motherfucker, right? He's just going through the situations he's going through, and it's all because he needs help. Okay, so let's come together and pray for him right now. God, Father God, man, let's please help this guy so that way he doesn't spit on people, talk shit, get his family caught up. I know, God, I shouldn't have said shit, but I said shit. Let's really help this man, and not because he wants it, but Lord, because he needs it. See, I could say a prayer for you. Amen. And I truly believe, man, that we need to come together as a community and support him and not kick him when he's down. Now, I'm going to talk a little shit because he talked a little shit about me. But at the end of the day, I don't want to see nothing bad happen to that guy. Now, at the end of the day, though, he does have some weird charges. And if those are proven true, well, then he gets what he's got coming. And it is just what it is. Anyways, with that being said, man, that's all I can really say about Toro, man. But he did get ran up on by goons and called the police. And I never thought I'd see the day that the hardcore gangster norteño rapper Little Thor, you know what I'm saying? I'll mac you, bitch. I'll do this. I'll do that. No, you'll call the police. That's what you'll do. Even the chick was in that motherfucker looking shocked. She was, word of the day, befuddled, right? She was confused. Why is this hardcore gangster that was probably in there like, look at my arms, look at my hair, I'm a fucking gangster. Oh, shit, where's your phone? Where's your phone, right? They were calling him all types of chomos and oh, man, I can't even say it. I almost got canceled, right? But you guys understand what I was saying. But that's what they were calling him. And that man ran straight to the room and dial my heart, just dial my heart. He did one of the boys, right? He said, just dial, Mr. Telephone Man. There's somebody on my line. It's for norteño gangsters. I need to call 911. Right? Hey, he did whatever he had to do. He got up out of the situation, though. Immediately cut his Mongolian off, started praying, went to the Kingdom Hall, became a Jehovah's Witness, and tapped in with his grandfather immediately. You better spend as much time as you can with them, bro, because you keep talking that shit, motherfuckers going to scrape you. I'm just saying. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive, struggle, and strive for what I truly believe in, and that's the betterment of all people. I'm not making fun of religion. I'm not making fun of Little Toro. I'm just saying, man, he really needs help. Really, man. I feel so bad for that dude. It's crazy. Wait up. Yeah, I do. I was about to say some crazy shit I don't want to say, man, because I'm going to get hatred. Damn, Gunner, you're cold-blooded. I am cold-blooded, bro. I'm also hot-blooded sometimes, and it just depends on what the fucking weather is dealing out. But one thing I can say when it comes to fucking Little Toro, man, you know, it's hard to hate that man. It really is. And I don't. Hate is a strong word that I don't like to utilize, right? I just hope he's all right, man. I hope this isn't the end for everything. One never knows, does one? With that being said, man, thank you guys for all your support. You know, if you see Little Toro out there, don't approach him. He's unapproachable. Just leave that man alone for two things. One, you never know what he won't do to you. Two, you don't want to go to jail. He'll call 911 immediately, right? So stay away from him unless you want a pending case for pulling someone's hair out. I'm just saying, man. Hey, this video is sponsored by Vario Liquors, man. I just had fun with it today, man. It's not that serious, but it is when a man is basically dying in front of us. His soul is. It's crazy. Shout out to Vario Liquors, man. If you're in the Turlock area, go to Vario Liquors. Go get you something cold to drink. I appreciate you. Thank you for the support. Bang, bang. Now, are you guys ready for supers on the other channel? Go tap in, like, and subscribe. I got some bangers for you today.